All right, everyone, welcome back. Today is January 17th, 2026. At this point, it's impossible to ignore what's unfolding. A growing number of Hollywood celebrities and media personalities are aggressively pushing a political narrative, turning the ICE shooting in Minneapolis into a direct attack on Donald Trump. At the very same time, many of these voices are also rushing to defend Bill Clinton after he skipped a deposition connected to the Jeffrey Epstein case, no matter the public backlash. Ironically, that constant defense may be doing more harm than good. From the Clinton camp's perspective, this kind of attention isn't helpful. It's damaging. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and don't forget to like the video for future updates. As always, I appreciate the continued support. What makes this situation especially notable is that it goes far beyond the ICE shooting itself. It appears to be part of a broader, coordinated response from Hollywood figures stepping in to defend Bill Clinton after he skipped the Epstein deposition. Hillary Clinton has also taken a defensive stance as scrutiny continues to grow. But one celebrity has drawn more attention than the rest: George Clooney. Yes, that George Clooney. The actor who recently became a French citizen and openly stated that he plans to spend more time outside the United States while Donald Trump remains in office. Although Clooney still visits the US occasionally, those visits often come with familiar anti-Trump commentary. This time, however, his remarks appear far more intense and far less controlled. Unlike figures such as Robert De Niro, Clooney initially tried to maintain restraint. But many point to late 2024 as the turning point, when he appeared in political ads suggesting it was acceptable to lie to your spouse about who you voted for. For many viewers, that moment permanently changed how they saw him. Now, with both the ICE shooting and Bill Clinton's skipped deposition dominating political conversation, emotions are clearly running high among celebrities. Recently, Clooney was spotted on the street when a crowd approached him, asking questions about both issues. As he headed toward the airport, reportedly preparing to leave for France, Clooney delivered a heated response before quickly walking away. Clooney claimed that if Donald Trump had any common sense and stopped behaving irrationally, he would realize that targeting a former president like Bill Clinton, or continuing to fund ICE in ways that allegedly lead to violence, would only hurt Republicans in the midterm elections. He argued that Trump's behavior actually benefits Democrats, saying people are finally seeing Trump's true character. Clooney accused Trump of mocking a woman named Renee Good, whom he claimed was killed by a ruthless ICE agent. Clooney insisted he reviewed all the footage and stated the agent was never in danger, labeling the Trump administration a rogue government in need of better leadership. He then directed his anger at Trump voters, blaming them for what he described as the country's decline. However, there's a critical detail that contradicts his claim. Reports indicate the ICE agent involved suffered internal bleeding, suggesting there was, in fact, serious danger. Despite this, Clooney continued. He urged people to vote in the midterms and openly encouraged support for Democrats, saying this political climate is exactly why he believes it is best for him to leave the United States for an extended period. He expressed pride in his French citizenship and distanced himself from what he described as American political chaos. Once again, Clooney defended Bill Clinton, criticizing Trump, the Department of Justice, and the GOP, claiming their actions reveal Trump's true character. This isn't new behavior. Clooney has previously accused Trump of being a bully and claimed Trump was attempting to intimidate Bill Clinton, an argument many find confusing and unsupported. And Clooney isn't alone. Robert De Niro, Jane Fonda, and several other Hollywood figures have echoed similar defenses of Bill Clinton, while simultaneously using the ICE shooting to push anti-Trump messaging. This pattern is familiar. Hollywood has a long history of politicizing tragic events and turning them into calls for voter turnout. We saw the same playbook used in 2024. Clooney even referenced a recent incident at a Ford plant, claiming Trump made an obscene gesture and urging people to wake up, while blaming Trump supporters and MAGA voters. After making these remarks near the airport, Clooney was questioned about Jeffrey Epstein and reports that the DOJ plans to release additional material involving Bill Clinton. At that point, Clooney, his family, and his security team quickly walked away, appearing visibly shaken as they entered the airport. Behind the scenes, Clooney's agent and management are reportedly frustrated with his political outbursts. These controversies have already cost him major opportunities, with several Hollywood studios now hesitant to work with him. As a result, Clooney has been pushed toward lower-budget projects, or familiar sequels like Ocean's 14, which is reportedly moving forward despite limited public demand. The bigger issue here is simple. Actors like George Clooney, Robert De Niro, and Jane Fonda still don't seem to understand that most people don't want celebrities telling them how to think, vote, or live their lives. That disconnect is a major reason George Clooney has lost public respect. What's especially revealing is how aggressively these celebrities are defending Bill Clinton. Many repeat nearly identical talking points, raising an obvious question. Do they know something the public doesn't, or are they worried about what may come out? Because increased negative attention surrounding Bill Clinton would be devastating for Democrats as the 2026 midterms approach. It's also worth noting that Bill Clinton abruptly cancelled multiple rallies scheduled for April, May, and June. On the very same day, he skipped the Epstein deposition. That timing alone raises serious questions. Meanwhile, Clooney, De Niro, Tom Hanks, and others have grown more vocal than ever. And the reason is clear. The 2026 midterms are approaching fast. Now I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about George Clooney and Hollywood's response? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's content, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button to support the channel. I'll see you next time.